We meet again.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Great shirt, by the way. Gotta compliment the shirt. We love Rhea Ripley.
Ooh, Rhea Ripley. God bless her.
It's amazing.
Everyone knows. If you know, you know.
Yes. Well, before we go down that rabbit hole, I kind of wanted to ask if it's okay to ask you about the current situation of the world and the ongoing strike that is happening.
Yeah, so I feel like I'm insulated in Hollywood because that's where I live. I literally live in Hollywood, like all the stereotypes that exist. So I feel like a lot of people in this room aren't aware of the strike. I support my union, I do, and I stand with them. I do not support striking. I don't. I think that it is a reductive negotiating tactic, and I find the entire thing incredibly frustrating, and I think that the thinking as it pertains to shows like the show that I'm on that premiered last night, I think that I think it's myopic, and I stand with my union, but I don't support the tactics. You gotta remember, right? Does anyone have a soapbox that I can hop on right now? Okay, anyone got a soapbox? Gotta remember, all right? I live in California, and I just became recently, this past August, it's been about a year, I became an American citizen. And I became an American citizen so that I could vote, because voting to me is important. And in California, thank you, and in California, a lot of times, especially in this past federal election, everyone was like, you gotta vote, you gotta vote, you gotta vote, you gotta vote. But they were like, you gotta vote for the person that I'm supporting. Otherwise, you're stupid. That's not democracy. Let's move on.
That being said, we are here for your comfortability level. We do have a mic that we have.
Hey, let's avoid questions about heels, please. Unless my phone just thought I said, hey Siri. Unless you are the guy that dressed as Jack Spade, then you can ask a heels question, but he's in an autograph line right now, I think. But anything else? That's cool.
Okay, awesome. So like I said, we do have a microphone if you guys want to start lining up, and while you're doing that, I guess I'll ask you a question in the meantime. Let's talk, because you know I'm a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
I want to know, Stephen Amell, who is your Mount Rushmore?
My Mount Rushmore of wrestling?
Yes, of all
people?
time. Yes.
Holy shit. Is Rhea Ripley here? Okay. My Mount Rushmore. Okay, here we go. How many people are on Mount Rushmore? I feel like this was a question of my citizenship.
You clearly passed, so that's okay.
Hulk Hogan, The Rock,
Yep.
Stone Cold, and Ric Flair. Current roster, right now, definitely Roman, definitely Kevin, fucking Rhea. No, Kenny Omega.
That is correct. You got it right, Stephen Amell.
The crowd is ready for non-wrestling talk.
I'm sorry, I'm a little biased. All right, well, our friend here is first. What's your name? What's your question?
My name's Tyler. Stephen, we met just a little while ago.
I remember, yeah. I accidentally took a selfie of the two of us on my phone.
Yes, you did a phony earlier. Obviously, I can't put up my shades because I'm in character right now. My question is related to your time on Arrow as the billionaire playboy of a queen. during the show as a whole, what was the most emotional moment for you in that character out of all the seasons of the show? Like, did you ever have an emotional moment that stood above all the others?
Yeah, I did. It was during the finale of the 7th season when Emily left the show, and we had to basically film a goodbye scene. And we did a master, which for the uninitiated is the shot where you see everybody. And then we did a close-up on me, and then we did a close-up on her, and we only shot one take of the master, and we only shot one take of my close-up and one take of her close-up. And I was concerned after we shot that my emotions saying goodbye to Emily creeped into Oliver saying goodbye to Felicity. It was a really cool scene, and I very much appreciate James Bamford, who directed that episode, just being like, that's it, I got it, we're not doing another one.
Understandable.
Appreciate you, man.
Oh, by the way, you can keep that photo.
It's gonna be my Instagram.
What's your name?
Hi, my name is Lisa, and Steve and I have a question for you, two-part based on your 2 recent Facebook posts.
Talk to me.
Okay, so you seem to have a high tolerance for extreme temperatures. So 1, how cold is your cold plunge? And 2, why are you so adverse to AC in the gym?
My cold plunge is 40 degrees. Although it's creeping up right now because it's difficult to keep it cold in Los Angeles because we're going through a heat wave. And my aversion to AC is that when I work out, are there kids here? I want to fucking sweat. I want to sweat. Period. That's it. I exist why? Because sweating is one of the healthiest things that your body can do. Okay? Your body's cooling itself. Isn't that amazing? I've got sweat on my brow. Good for you. I look shining in the photo. Good for you. I want to sweat. I want it dripping off my chin and my nose. I want to be disgusting when I work out.
Thank you.
I feel like we're getting into kink talk.
How long are you in the cold plunge? Because 40, that's the lowest I've ever heard.
I go in for 5 or 6 minutes. And the reason that I get out is not because I feel like my heart's slowing down. I get out because my toes start to hurt.
Yeah, probably the correct moves. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What's your name?
Hey, I'm Jake. Can I ask about Code 8? Can I ask about Code 8?
Yeah, we can absolutely talk about Code 8. Yes, 100%.
So what are I know that you're talking about you're doing a sequel. Are you thinking like a whole universe, just a sequel? Like, what are your future plans? What are you thinking?
Well, we did the sequel. It's called Code 8 Part 2. And it is coming out on Netflix. It was supposed to come out in October, and now it's coming out TBD. If you come by my table later, I will show you the teaser trailer. Just you, Jake. Just you.
Way to go, Jake. All right. What's your name?
Hi, Stephen. How are you doing? My name's Carlos. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm a big Ninja Turtle fan.
Yeah, man.
I just want to know who was your favorite Ninja Turtle when you filmed the movie, or favorite?
When I filmed the movie?
Yeah.
Leonardo. When I filmed the movie with growing up Michelangelo. Gosh darn it, turtles. I love those guys. I've got great photos of, I've got wonderful photos of our daughter driving the turtle bus on a soundstage. Those are memories that you can't. Yeah. Okay. What's up, man?
RJ?
Hey, RJ.
So you played Green Arrow in the show Arrow, but if you could transfer to any other character in the DC universe, who would it be?
In the DC universe, the Riddler, the joke, Lobo.
All right.
So someone asked me that question earlier, and I said Lobo, and they were like, "You're gonna have to fight Jason Momoa for that part." And I thought, well, I will try, but I will lose. Go ahead, man. What's up?
Hello, my name is also Tyler.
Okay.
And speaking of other parts of DC, since you've voiced Oliver for so long and personally made Green Arrow one of my favorite superheroes, I gotta ask, did you ever watch the original Justice League cartoon from the early 2000s? Specifically, the 3-part season finale with the Thanagarians?
No. Where do I find it? Netflix?
And Max.
Okay, great. Love to watch it. Thank you, Tyler.
Awesome recommendation. All right. What's your name?
Kayla, I just want to know, what is your take on the scope of Oliver and Sarah's relationship from the beginning until Oliver's death?
Oliver and Sarah's relationship is incredibly special because they experience something together that it's a one-of-one experience. I loved working with Katie Lotz. She's inspiring. She's beautiful. I was not upset.
Are her eyes really that blue?
They are really that blue. I was not upset when we had to make out. She might have been. I was not. Guys, we good? We got it? You want another take? Let's do another take. One more? Just for me? It's really cool. And I think that I think that she is the sort of the siren of the Arrowverse. I think personally, she's wonderful. Thank you. Don't share that on social media, please.
My name's John.
Hey, John.
My question is, when you take on a project, what kind of things are you looking for when you take on something new?
When I take on a project, what am I looking for? Well, let me demystify acting for a second. Looking for work. Looking for work, and I'm looking to make money to put food on the table. You know, with a wife, and I got 2 kiddos and a mortgage payment. There are projects that have come up that you sort of look at, and you're like, how does this affect my artistic integrity? And then concurrently you go, how does this affect my ability to provide? So acting for people and being an actor for anyone that doesn't do it, it tends to seem like this magical thing that just sort of happens, but no, it's a career. This is what I do. This is my vocation. So I think about that, and I also think about, and I get competitive. Like, there's a movie right now that I'm got an offer for that I'm probably going to do. That's probably going to start in short order, and it's okay. The script's okay, but I think to myself, I think I could elevate this.
Is it Lobo?
Don't put that on social media. What's up, man?
Hi, I'm Dan from Jacksonville. Thanks again for coming out.
You're welcome.
Your earlier statement, I too had a job for over 20 years that required me to support and enforce things I didn't necessarily agree with. we used to call it.
What'd you do?
I was a Marine for over 20 years. We used to call it putting frosting on a dog turd and calling it a cupcake.
You gotta eat that shit. You gotta eat it.
It's hard when you run out of frosting.
You're gonna get me in so much trouble. Just ask the question.
That same job also used to require me to be in peak physical condition.
Yeah.
And it was measured. If it wasn't for your profession, would you still enjoy exercising and working out?
So, for the past couple of years, I've been on a journey towards sobriety. My dad's an alcoholic. I've got a lot of people in my family that are alcoholics, and I've been on this particular journey for me. It's not been without its fits and starts, but the thing that's most important to me on this journey on a daily basis, well, the thing that's most important is to check in with my family and to be a good dad and a good husband. Concurrently, I need 2 hours for myself at my gym. So, I can't, don't worry about it. I can't totally answer that hypothetical question, but I can simply tell you that that time for me is of critical importance. What's up, Barry?
Just checking in. So, my name is Chandler. So you have been with Arrow for 8 years until it ended a few years back. You have become highly associated with the character. To many people, you are Oliver Queen, including myself. So my question, for someone who has become so synonymous with this character, why did we never get to see the classic goatee?
Because when I grow it, I look stupid. That's it. That's the whole reason. I'll tell you, if we relaunch the show on Max, what is HBO called now?
Your turn, Peacock.
If we relaunch the show on HBO, I refuse to call it its stupid, shitty fucking name, Carly. You know what? I will grow it because I've got all the gray. I'm going gray all over my head, but the only part that I have gray on my face is right here. I'll grow the goatee just for you.
What's your name?
I'm Caitlin. So, how is your relationship with Grant Gustin outside of like acting?
How's my relationship with Grant outside of acting? What a dude. I love that guy. I really do. When he got cast as Barry Allen on Arrow, before there was even the Flash series, he was young. Young dude. Now he's married, so he gets my dad jokes. He's got a beautiful daughter. His wife is lovely. We had dinner, I guess maybe a few months back in Los Angeles. Just a really cool guy. Like, we don't text each other every day. We're not besties. But he's a really terrific guy, and I look up to him in terms of the way that he navigated the Flash. Wonderful guy. Cannot wait to see him tomorrow.
Stephen, can you give us a dad joke? Do you have any dad jokes on deck?
I'll FaceTime my daughter.
Okay. What's your name?
Stacy.
Hey, Stacy.
Hey, I have to admit, I just started watching The Arrow and I love it so far.
You know how I know that you just started watching it?
How?
You call it The Arrow.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Where are you? Where are you in your watch party?
Oh man, you just stopped dating the tall mafia lady. So I'm like very early.
Isabel Rocha? You're in season 2?
No, the red-haired lady. Huntress.
Oh!
Yeah.
You're in episode 8 of season 1?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Oliver dies at the end. But multiple times. So you're never gonna know which one's the one. Go on, Stacy, ask your question.
Okay, so so a friend got me into this because he's like, oh, you should check it out, blah, blah, blah. We were watching The Flash. Anyways, so...
I've seen all the episodes of The Flash, all 9 goddamn seasons.
Actually, no, I'm probably one season in.
How did you get in this line for questions?
Okay, so I was really curious because my friend was, he's Kurt, he's out in the audience right now. He was like,
hey, Kurt! Hey! Kurt, stand up! What's up, man? Hey! Do you have a question? You don't? Then sit down.
well, anyway, so actually getting to my question.
We've got all the time in the world, Stacey. We've got all the time in the world.
So he told me that you actually do a lot of your own stunts, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. And you could do that one where the bar thing. Anyways, and then he had mentioned that you do charity, and then he pulled up the Ninja Warrior, and so then that just got me questioned, like, did he actually practice for this? Does he actually know how to, what went into practicing for that?
Practicing for Ninja Warrior? I practiced the shit out of Ninja Warrior. And to the point where, if you go back and watch that, after the second obstacle that you have to go through, you see me go like this. That's because I couldn't feel anything south of my shoulder.
Oh, that's nice.
And I thought that I had torn my biceps. But it just kept going because I'm a guy and I'm stupid. And then you'll see me after I think maybe the 4th one, which I powered my way through. No technique, I powered my way through it. You see me go like this. Because I couldn't feel anything on my right arm. And so that ended up being something called compartment syndrome, which is something that ultra marathon runners get in their calves and their quads and their hamstrings. I am not an ultra marathon runner. I simply did not drink enough water.
Alright, honesty. Guys, no spoilers.
I mean, also, okay. We love The Arrow just like you do. What's your name?
Slade's a bad guy.
I feel like we need a snort count. That was like number 3. Okay, he's keeping track.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Tell me.
When it becomes parent.
You'll have to use that one later. There you go. Oh, you got him. You got him.
I'm sorry.
You okay?
It's my turn.
Ooh.
It's my turn.
You're good.
You're good.
What's your name?
Oh, my name is. Tell me my name, Stephen.
Opal.
That's right.
Beautiful name.
Yes. Thank you. I'm Opal, everyone. Hi.
speak about,
Yeah, the shirt.
I had questions about, but I can't speak about it, right? So,
yeah.
Okay, it's okay, Stephen, I got you.
Thank you.
I got you, I promise. So, let's talk about Hung, why not? Right?
Let's talk about, my HBO series where I played a hooker.
Yes. You were a male prostitute and you did it so well.
Growing up as an actor, I had a lot of experience. There are no free trips to Hawaii, guys.
I'm recording this.
Good.
So you know. Okay.
Talk to me.
My question to you is, also I've missed you. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm a regular guy, so it's been a minute. We miss each other. He just doesn't know how to show it. So, on Hung, right? When you got ready for those kids here, right?
When I got ready for the sex scenes.
Yes,
Yep.
which were I still look at it for research purposes. Were you really sweating, or did they have to spray you with water? Because I'm really interested.
It was both. It was both.
Are you stuttering?
I'm not stuttering at all. I'm trying to think about how to answer this without landing myself in prison. When you film a lovemaking scene,
Yes.
okay, where you have to hold a fully grown human being over a toilet and mimic a sex act, okay, you start to sweat.
Okay, I wasn't talking about that one, but yeah.
There are so many.
They are. And I think that was all the questions.
It's a great
Well, that's
question.
good. Thank you. Great question. Thank you all. Appreciate you.
I do. Is that okay if I
Let's
ask
fire
one?
some fan questions. Give me a minute. Yeah.
Okay. So Hannah wants to know, what is your go-to song to get fired up?
For what?
I don't know. That's all they said. So I guess this is in
Well,
general.
I mean, based off of Opal's question, getting fired up in the bedroom, I play the XX.
How about in the gym?
I just overshared. In the gym.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me.
What's happening? This is the best panel I've ever
Thunderstruck. AC/DC.
Great choice. Great choice.
Like, let's start doing push-ups right now.
Love that. Okay.
And the Killers. Anything by the Killers. God bless them. Also, is anyone going to the Counting Crows show tonight? Really?
Are you?
I kind of want to go.
Okay.
I might.
There you go.
Hi, my name is Emily, and I wanted to know if you could be in any kind of like big fandom universe, Star Wars, Marvel, DC, which one would you choose to be in and what character would you want to play?
Harry Potter. Snape. The great Alan Rickman. My wife organized it. My wife and I and our daughter and her friend Lou went to something this past Sunday night called Fork and Film in Los Angeles. It was in downtown LA, which I would not suggest going to under any circumstances whatsoever. It is the threshold of hell. But we went and we sat on a rooftop and they played the first Harry Potter movie, and they served you food during the movie based off of what was happening. So you started out with slop, and the next thing you had was all the candy. And then when they're in the Great Hall and Dumbledore is speaking, there's racks of lamb and stuff like that. It was amazing. But no, Professor Snape, please.
What house are you in? Yeah, Slytherin, right?
How dare all of you! I want to be in Slytherin. I really do. But my wife and daughter are like, you're Gryffindor.
You're like Gryffindor with like Slytherin Rising, you know what I mean?
I hope my son's Ravenclaw. Yes. I don't know what that means, but I hope it is.
Great question. What's your name?
I am Miles Hancock, and I think you play a great Red Hood if you ever got the chance.
Thanks, man, but that's Jensen Ackles territory.
Question is, what was your favorite crossover with The Flash? Your favorite crossover episode?
It's no question when Barry and I switched bodies. That was the fucking best. It was the absolute best. I had to spend 8 goddamn years not cracking a smile or telling a joke, and I got to put this stupid Flash costume on. I got to do all of the things, and it was the best.
Great question.
Honor me to you, Mr. Arrow, sir.
Mr. Arrow, sir. You want to go to another fan question? Two. Okay, so Thomas and Lisa want to know, how long have you been a Blue Jays fan?
Since 1985.
Good year. Really good year.
It was a great year. I was turning 4.
Bobby wants to know about your appearances on Michael Rosenbaum's podcast, and also wanted to know if you've ever thought about starting your own.
I love being on Michael Rosenbaum's podcast. I love talking about, I had a panic attack on his podcast, which is one of the reasons why I have shifted away from alcohol, because being in withdrawal from alcohol was what caused that panic attack. I love being on his podcast. He's such a very thoughtful guy, and he's no bullshit. I've been at dinner with Michael Rosenbaum where he farts really loudly in front of everyone, and he goes, "What of it? Everyone farts." This happened. And so when he asks you a question, how you doing? You don't want to go, I'm okay. You go, I'm doing good. I'm doing bad. I'm doing okay. It could be better. I'm struggling. You answer those questions honestly, because he is honest. When it comes to starting my own podcast, I've got a lot of time on my hands, so I think that what I might do is I might actually open up subscriptions on Instagram. Okay. I think that I might do that just so that we can have I might do like a weekly form of a podcast. We'll see.
Awesome. Answer accepted. All right. What's your name? You're up. No? Okay, that's okay. Take your time. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Michael.
Hey, Michael.
Thank you for signing my bowl.
You're very welcome.
You give me power.
I got it, and I loved your letter. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you read my letter?
Yeah.
After, I've been your fanboy for 8 years. After meeting you, I become a fangirl now.
Whatever your question is, it's going to be a letdown.
Probably a very big letdown. So my question to you is, how do you feel your show influenced a lot of people around the world to archery? And do you practice archery during your free time?
I do, actually. My wife and I bought a spot in Austin, Texas, and it's right close to the Austin Archery Club. It's a membership club. Spoiler alert, they were happy to allow me to become a member. I love practicing archery. I would love to actually like hunt with a bow. I don't know if you guys watch. People have Netflix here? They do, probably. That show Alone. The new season's out. I'm on episode 4. I love it so much. It makes me want to move to the middle of nowhere and hunt bear. But I do. I'm a good shot. Let me tell you a story.
Yeah.
All right. I went to a fair in Vancouver during, I think maybe the 7th or the 8th season of Arrow, like close to the end, and they had an archery game there. And of course, it's a carnival. It's a fair, so the games are rigged, and the sight was off. It wasn't a bow; it was a crossbow.
Okay.
So I bought my tickets to get 5 shots, and 3 shots, and I narrowed in because my aim is perfect, but the bow was not.
I believe you.
Thank you. And on my 3rd shot, I hit the bullseye, adjusted for the bow. And I go, all right, that gets me the biggest animal. The guy was like, no, there's a little bit of the target that you missed. And I went, call your fucking manager. And he did, and the manager came over, and I said, okay, I'll take 3 more shots. And on the first one, I nailed it. Okay? And I got my daughter the biggest stuffed animal that you could ever imagine. But we were there with my buddy Michael and his wife and his daughter got mad. But she didn't have an animal. So I went, that's fine, just go back and I'll hit the bullseye again. And I went back and I said, here's my $5. And the guy went, we reserve the right to refuse service for someone more than once a day.
Maybe you have to add that you feel this carnival.
He did fail the carnival. He failed this carnival.
All right, what's your name?
Thank you. Yeah, I'm a fangirl.
Say again.
From Arrow, what was your favorite season to film?
What was my favorite season to film? Season 1. It's just in terms of like, I don't think that's the best season that we've ever done. So you go back and watch it. You cringe just a little bit, just in terms of it feels like the storytelling and the beats are hitting you over the head. But that's the nature of television when you're trying to establish something. But just completing season 1, so special. Like, by the time we got to, who was the girl that's on episode 8? Hey. By the time I got to episode 8, that's more work than I had done on anything ever in my life. And we still had, what's 23 minus 8? 15? We still had 15 more episodes to go. So I would say season 1. What about you? What's your favorite season? Okay. Season 4. Okay, cool. Thank you for your question.
Great question. All right. Oh, Superman. What's your name?
Hey, Richard. My question is, do actors make better professional wrestlers, or do professional wrestlers make better actors? And who's the best professional wrestler as an actor?
Thank you very much for the time. You're gonna let off with this in your Superman shirt. Professional wrestling is is really, 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 really hard. And it's difficult for professional wrestlers to transition to TV because what you're taught as a professional wrestler is when you do your moves in the ring, you are not doing it for the person in the front row. You're doing it for the person in the nosebleeds in the back. Concurrently, as an actor, when you have a close-up, every blink that you do looks like a hornet flying into the room, right? You need to be still, you need to be thoughtful, you need to be patient. Both things are performative, but they're not the same. I think that Phil, CM Punk on heels, does a like a really lovely job, but he's getting to play an outsized character. Concurrently, you know, going into the ring, when I did my match with Goatee at SummerSlam, I forgot to get in the ring. The cameras were all set up to have me get in the ring and he was gonna powder out. And I was so nervous. Like when I walked out there, when my music hit, I walked out there and oh my, shut up, Siri. When I got out there, like I literally, I forgot my name. I couldn't remember anything.
What name does your phone call you? Yeah, thank you.
That being said, to wrap up your question, it's a real shame that Hulk Hogan wasn't nominated for an Academy Award for No Holds Barred. Nobody got that reference.
Great question. I think we have time for 2 more questions. Is that okay?
We have time for 4 more questions.
According to Stephen Amell, 4 more questions. What's your name?
My name's Dylan. I'm actually from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario.
Yes, sir!
Yeah. So,
Sault Ste. Marie.
Yeah.
Coldest place that I've ever been. I was there in 1995, and it was minus 50 Celsius.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah. Well, it's a lot hotter here now.
Yeah.
So I was going to ask you an arrow question, but I'm going to switch it up. Because earlier you mentioned you got your citizenship and voting was a big part of it. Well, I'll be a U.S. citizen later this year. Cool. And voting is weird because when I would vote for our PM, it was more clear who I wanted to vote for. Now here, I don't necessarily relate to either side. So my question is, how do you approach U.S. voting versus Canada? Because either way I vote, I don't feel like I'm voting for someone that I necessarily agree with.
How do I approach voting?
Yeah, or a different mindset versus...
As an actor, I have a very cool and unique ability to suss out bullshit. Pardon my language, don't fucking lie to me. That's it. I don't care. Democrat, Republican, Independent, I don't care. Don't lie.
Exactly.
Thank you. That's it. And frankly, like, I love being able to have these conversations in a spot like North Carolina, which is a swing state. Frankly, don't lie. Just don't lie. That's it. It's as simple as that. Don't lie.
Now, how do you know?
That should have got more applause.
I would love to see a politician that doesn't. It's hard to,
It's a really, listen, it's a really hard thing to do. And if I can't become president because I was not born in the United States, I've thought about it. But if I were ever running for office, and I have thought about that, actually. Thank you.
Yeah, we're not.
I just don't lie. For all the, we took the soapbox off the stage, right? For all the things that, now I'm gonna move on. Thank you, though. But congratulations on becoming a citizen. Thank you.
What's your name?
Hi, I'm Andy. My question for you.
Yep.
Which of you is more talented? You or your brother?
I don't. My younger brother Andrew lives in Edmonton.
Well,
He's
I
20.
was talking about Robbie. Oh! That's your cousin, sorry, your cousin.
Well, I mean, you know, one of us has had a series named after him. No, Robbie is the best.
Robbie's great.
He's wonderful, and helped me a lot.
Did you? I don't remember if you worked. Did you work with him on Flash at all when he was on there or on?
Yeah, but we never spoke.
Yeah,
which was stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, weird.
All right, last question. It better be good.
My name is Diana. I'm actually from Costa Rica, recently moved to North Carolina.
Okay.
And my question is, did you enjoy doing the last crossover with the Flash?
The last when I came on, great last question. It was such a thrill and a privilege to come back to Grant's show and to just imbue a little something. I feel like we put him on the track for the finale. It was the absolute best to come back. The suit still fit. I have it in my closet right now. I didn't get to take a suit. I'm gonna put it on and walk my daughter to school in about 2 weeks. So, Dad, you'll never be able to embarrass me. Dad, you'll never be able to embarrass me. Hold my beer. Hey, Raleigh, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it.